Hi, I would like to talk today about some different ways we can understand and heal flashbacks and emotional flashbacks from past traumas. Um, Basically, emotional flashbacks are usually described as emotions coming up through triggers that may have nothing to do with the original trauma, but they somehow remind us of those emotions. Mostly, this is referred to as being from childhood traumas, which when we do get the emotional flashback, we usually don't consciously remember the actual event, but the emotions, the same emotions come up, the unprocessed emotions. We can also talk about flashbacks, which is actual memories of the traumatic events. And this this conversation can be related to both events that we actually consciously remember, or emotions that come up, but we don't consciously remember the cause or the original trauma. When recently this came up for me in a quite mild way, but still it can be very uncomfortable. I opened up A Course in Miracles, which I read from regularly since 2014, so quite a few years now, almost 9 years. I've been reading A Course in Miracles, and the page I landed on said this, so I'm going to read just a couple of small sections from that page that caught my eye in relation to this and what I needed to hear at the time. And this was a few months ago. The Holy Spirit's use of memory is quite apart from time. He does not seek to use it as a means to keep the past, but rather as a way to let it go. When ancient memories of hate appear, remember that their cause is gone, and so you cannot understand what they are for. Let not the cause that you would give them now be what it was that made them what they were or seemed to be. So, I just thought that was perfect, because although it doesn't make the flashbacks or the emotions go away instantly, A Course in Miracles often have an effect on me which is very calming. So just reading those words kind of reminded me that what I'm feeling right now is not based on current events. And it's okay to have those feelings come up, but as it says, let not the cause that you would give them now be what it was that made them what they were or seemed to be. As in, remember that this is from the past and it has no roots in the present. So that way we can remember to not give it too much weight, or give the trigger that triggered the emotions now, to not give that too much weight, but to actually remember that this is from the past, and these are old emotions coming up to be processed. And in hypnotherapy, which I offer, we can actually reach the memories themselves, even if we don't remember the memories when the emotions come up. There are different techniques where we can feel that emotion and then go back to the memories themselves that we might have repressed and we might not consciously remember. And then we can work through the repressed emotions around those memories. And often we can realize or make it less dramatic, because oftentimes, of course, if it's severe childhood trauma or traumas, it's hypnotherapy can be done, but what hypnotherapy is mostly good at is just these kind of traumas that are, when we have the memories in hypnotherapy, they don't seem so dramatic, but for a child or for a younger person, it can feel very traumatic when we went through those experiences. But now, when we have those memories again in hypnotherapy, we can work through those emotions and realize that those events were traumatic and have affected us, but they are not so. We can work through it in a way that we can reconcile it and work through it and realize that we don't need to let that affect our lives now and have such a strong influence on us now, and we can actually release it. So that's when the Course in Miracles says the Holy Spirit, I see that as a different way, another word for, you could say, higher self, that larger part of ourself, which is connected to the bigger picture, and or the Holy Spirit can be seen as a bridge to that higher self, or a bridge to the subconscious, which is a word that is used in hypnotherapy. The subconscious being that part of us that we access through hypnotherapy, where all those memories and repressed emotions are kept and can also be accessed. So that made me, that use of hypnotherapy feels really connected to what I read in A Course in Miracles, where it says the Holy Spirit's use of memory is quite apart from time. He does not seek to use it as a means to keep the past, but rather as a way to let it go. As in, we access these memories not to keep them, or not to keep them influencing us and our lives now, but as a way to let those the effect of those memories go. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, and take care until next time. Bye.